So hopefully you stay tuned because this you're not going to expect. Race day, baby, let's go!
Joining us here at the action track of the East, and we get set with our first matchup here in the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. At the line, it's going to be Michael Padula from Riverside, Rhode Island in his 2012 Ford Edge. He's going to match up here against Raymond Bradley from South Kingston, Rhode Island in his 1992 Chevy Corvette. They are at the stripe, they are set to go. Steve Bowden looks him over, makes his way back high atop the starter stand, and they are off. Green flag in the air. Raymond Bradley gets a great jump. And Mike Padula just didn't get the edge there at the stripe. Checkered flag wave. Raymond Bradley.
He wasn't ready. The groceries shifted. The car seat wasn't secured. Now, did he lose because it's an Edge or because it's a Ford?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, did I say that? Oops.
You did. All right, next matchup. Nick Scion in his Volvo S80 in 2009. He's from Hampton, Mass, matching up against Chris Gomes from Rehoboth in 1960 Camaro. Gomes down the backstretch with the advantage into 3 and 4. KJ waves the checkered flag, and Gomes going to move on here.
Let's go, Chris.
I bet that was a smooth ride for the Volvo, though, don't you think?
I would say so. Those Volvos are a luxury car there.
Well, I don't know about luxury.
Well, comfortable. All right, that's going to bring up old lefty Paul Curtis from Centerville, Mass. And he is going to match up against William Juban from Providence, Rhode Island in his 1967 Chevy 2. Paul Curtis.
Pair of classics.
Pair of classics, absolutely correct. And trip back in time here to the 60s. Green flag out. Paul Curtis gets the advantage on the low line. Works down the back stretch. Curtis, old lefty, working into 3 and 4. Off turn number 4, Paul Curtis gonna see the checkered flag and he'll move on.
Now I know why they call that a Chevy 2.
Here comes Corey Perry in his orange Pontiac Firebird in 1997, and Brendan Neepy in his Volkswagen 2021. Perry gets the Corey Perry gets a little loose, so he's going to try to hold on to it. Opens the door for the Jetta, not enough time. Corey Perry going to move on.
I hope that camera was on because he got a good shot of the wind, the car in front of him.
Here comes Louis Diaz. against a Toyota Camry. Green flag in the air. Down into turn 1, Diaz. Into 3 and 4. Off turn 4, KJ waves the checkered flag. Louis Diaz going to move on.
Well, it looks aerodynamic.
Here comes Nate Williams, a winner here in our Spectator Drags just a few months ago. Going to match up with John Fielding from Westport in his 1998 Chevy Camaro. Fielding up top, Williams down low. At the stripe. Green is out, Williams gets a jump. Here comes Fielding on the high line. Down into turn 1, Fielding with the advantage. Williams has to bounce back, down the back stretch, into turn 3. John Fielding comes off 4, here comes Williams with a nose to him. Fielding gonna collect the checkered flag.
Williams had a great hole shot on that too.
He did. And not enough time there coming off 4. Fielding holds on. And we'll move on. And if you're looking in the infield right now, one of our weekly East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags competitors having some issues. Matt DeRozier is working on that one. Here comes Carlito Mello, your 2024 East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drag champion, matching up against Franz Weidinger. Weidinger going to take the low line, Carlito up top. Green flag, down into turn 1, Carlito Mello with the advantage. Weidinger with a head of steam. Mello shuts the door. Off turn 4, checkered flag, Carlito Mello moving on. Jared Smith. Matching up against Nissan 350Z from Rainham, Mass. Smith has been a podium finisher here throughout this season in our East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. Looking to continue that here today. Green is out. Smith up top. Works down low into turn number 1. Smith cruising. Danielle Henshaw loses it on the back stretch. Touches the outside wall. Jared Smith going to move on. Our safety team going to go out there.
I don't think it's supposed to do that. It's got a fresh side of white walls on that.
Yes, it does, as our East Coast Towing and Recovery team tows that car pit side. And we get set for our next matchup. One half of the newlyweds going to make his way out. Give it up for Rat Robs. Matching up against Sean Fitzgerald here. Married just about an hour ago. Rat Rob works it down into turn number 1 with the advantage on 2.
What a guy! He's saying, I'm keeping this.
Oh yeah.
From Somerset in his 2008 Chevy Cobalt, matching up against Craig Winicki from Wareham, Mass, in his Nissan 1988. Winicki has the advantage working off turn number 2 down the back stretch. Looking to move on here into 3 and 4. Checkered flag. Winicki gonna move on.
Isn't a Cobalt a stone?
I think it might be.
Fitting.
Yeah, on with Kyle Buchanan from right here in Seekonk in his Volkswagen GT 2016. And Liam Monahan from Rehoboth, 1989 Chevy Camaro. I wonder if that wig is flying in Liam Monahan's car right now. Green flag in the air. Down into 1 and 2, Monahan leading the way. Works down the back stretch into 3 and 4, Liam Monahan in that red Budweiser 1989 Chevy Camaro. Checkered flag. Liam Monahan gonna move on. Here comes Gilbrad Street. From right here in Seekonk, 1989 Chevy Camaro. And Anthony Cullen from North Providence, Saab, 2007. Green flag in the air. Brad Street, strong off the start, works down into 1 and 2. Working down the backstretch with the advantage. Into 3 and 4. Checkered flag waving at the start finish line. Gilbrad Street gonna move on.
Hey, let me tell you a story.
I like stories.
It's a Saab.
It's Rob Taccio from Weymouth, 1997 Ford
Ralph Macchio?
Ralph Macchio, Rob Taccio. Yeah, it's all the same. He's going to match up against Andrew Joseph from Mattapoisett, 1975 Chevy Vega. Chevy versus Ford, green flag down into 1. Chevy flexing its muscle. Down the back stretch over Taccio, into 3 and 4. Holding on to that one. Checkered flag waves, Andrew Joseph going to move on. From Plymouth, 1986 Chevy Camaro, and Azar Razamanos. Haven't seen Jackson Decker here in a few Spectator Drags. Welcome back to him. Green flag out. Decker working the low line here. The Toyota on the top. Into 3 and 4. Decker going to have to pick up a little bit of steam here. Works the Toyota up the track. Down to the start finish line. Rosmano's going to grab that one. I believe that may be the first time he's moving on to the second round in the Spectator Drags. Wow.
Okay, you can say, ladies and gentlemen, wow. Pair of Dodges.
Olivia Peaty from Coventry, Rhode Island in her 2016 Dodge Charger. And Brendan Bone from Adams, New York in his 2023 Dodge Charger. They work down the back stretch. Peaty turn 4. Checkered flag waves. That's going to be Brandon Phone over Olivia P. Walter Wickenbach from Warren, Rhode Island, 1984 Chevy Camaro. And Derek Jaramito from Bristol, Rhode Island. Down the back. Into 3 and 4. Wickenbach gonna move on.
That's the V in VTEC.
All of it.
Patrick Warren, Honda Civic, hatchback there. 1992 Chevy Camaro, into 3 and 4. Checkered flag gonna wave. Interest gonna move on.
Well, the V doesn't stand for victory now, does it?
I do not think it does. Tim Cotter from Taunton, Mass. GMC 2500, 1994. Matching up against Aaron Lynch, 1996 Chevy Camaro. Green flag in the air. Lynch gets the advantage on the high line. Works down into turn 1 and 2. Over Cotter. Cotter not going to get there. Lynch moving on. Here comes Jacob Sylvia from Westport. Toyota GR Corolla 2023. And the new bride, Christine Purse out there. The Red Dragon down into turn 1. Her husband picked up a round 1 win. Will the wife, the bride, be able to pick up the win? Down into 3 and 4. The Red Dragon, Christine Purse, comes off turn number 4. Checkered flag, she's moving on. Here comes Jay Silva from Riverside, Rhode Island, 2010 Chevy Camaro. And Matthew Nieva from Middletown, Rhode Island. Not so fast.
Wouldn't it be funny if they turned the green on as he was backing up?
Green flag in the air. Silva works off turn 2. He works into turn number 3. Off turn 4, checkered flag waves. Silva gonna move on. Chevy C10. And Jeff Daniels, the Subaru Outback, a 2007. Green flag, down to 1. On the high line, the advantage to Daniels. There goes the go. 1989 Pontiac Firebird.
That's an IROC Z Camaro.
That is indeed correct. It's an IROC Z
And a
Camaro.
Forester.
And Johnny Turbo out there in the Forester. Down into one. Johnny Turbo. 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves. Johnny Turbo gonna move on. Matching up against Andrew Elliott Smith. Elliott Smith from Middleborough, 1984 Chevy Corvette. Medeiros from Berkeley, 1982 Chevy Camaro. Green flag in the air. Down into one. Give the advantage to Elliott Smith. Here comes Medeiros, battling back up front. Medeiros goes to the lead into 3 and 4. Checkered flag at the starter stand. David Medeiros runs the high line and collects it.
Hey, Miles.
Hey, Kevin.
What's a shark's favorite saying?
I don't know. What?
Man overboard.
From West Wareham, Massachusetts, it is Audi S4 2013. Matching up against Brooklyn, Connecticut's Don Fascio in his 1985 Chevy Ford Thunderbird. Gerard jumps to the advantage here. 3 and 4. Gerard leading the way over Fascio off turn 4. Coming to the checkered flag. Gerard picks up the checkered flag. He'll move on. Brandon Gerard in that Audi. Moving on. That's going to bring up Raymond Bradley and Chris Gomes. Bradley in the 92 Chevy Corvette red up top. Gomes down low in the 78 Chevy Camaro. That's the matchup here. Green flag in the air. They work down into one. Bradley with the advantage. It's the lead. Wow. Comes Gomes back.
Not the cone!
Gomes gonna move on. Wow.
You got peanut butter in my chocolate.
Some things don't change.
My God, Becky.
Couple bumps and bruises there for Raymond Bradley. Gonna bring up our next matchup. Old lefty Paul Curtis, Corey Perry. '97 Pontiac Firebird. Matching up against Paul Curtis, 1964 Chevy Chevelle, green flag in the air. Perry jumps to the advantage by a nose. Here comes Curtis, back to back. Into 3 and 4, Curtis, nobody gonna give it in. Perry, off 4, checkered flag. Corey Perry gonna move on. A battle of the heavy hitters there. Louis Diaz, Pontiac Fiero. John Fielding from Westport, 1998 Chevy Camaro. Green flag in the air, fielding. Diaz, battle door to door. Into 1 and 2. Not giving up the fight. Into 3 and 4. Diaz works up the field. Diaz holds on. Fielding kept it off the wall there. But a close call indeed. This is going to bring up a battle of the 2025 East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drag Heavy Hitters. Your 2024 Spectator Drag champion, Carlito Mello, and Jared Smith here, who has been on the podium a handful of times this season in our Spectator Drags. Neither one going to give an inch here. Carlito Mello worked through some gremlins early this season. Seems to have that car back in tow. Jared Smith continuing to get stronger here throughout the season. Green flag in the air. They work down into 1. Carlito Mello gets the early advantage. Still right there. Try to battle back. Chooses a higher lane. Into 3 and 4. Mello holding on. Carlito Mello gonna move on. Knocking off Jared Smith there. Here comes the new groom, Rat Rob's, working his way back out onto the track in the 1949 Ford F2. Matching up here against Craig Winicki from Wareham, Mass. Green flag in the air, Rat Rob jumps down to it. Down into 3 and 4. Or down into 1. Backstretch into 3 and 4. KJ waves that checkered flag. Rat Rob continues his honeymoon of a drive here today at Seekonk Speedway. Liam Monahan. Bradstreet in the 89 Chevy Camaro white up top. Monahan in the red one. Here they go, down into 1. Liam Monahan jumps out to the advantage. Into 3 and 4. Bradstreet all sorts of loose. Monahan gets loose as well. He holds on, but here comes Bradstreet to the front. Chevy Vega, Azer Rosmanos, 2024 Toyota Camry. Green flag in the air. Joseph in the Vega gets the early jump. Into 3 and 4. Andrew Joseph leading the way. Checkered flag waves. Andrew Joseph going to move on. Being told we are going to get a redo between Liam Monahan and Gil Bradstreet.
That was close.
How about that? to bring up Brendan Phone from Adams, New York in his green 2023 Dodge Charger, and Walter Wickenbach, 1984 Chevy Camaro. Green flag in the air. Wickenbach jumps out to the advantage. Down into 1 and 2. Down the back stretch. Wickenbach holding off Brendan Phone. Off turn 4. Checkered flag waves. Wickenbach going to move on. Whittling this field down. Aaron Lynch. That is this matchup here. Lynch in a 96 Camaro, Jutras in a 92 Camaro. Green flag into turn 1. Give the advantage to Jutras on the high line. Jutras battling back up top. Checkered flag waves. Aaron Lynch going to move on. Dean Purse from Fairhaven. Jay Silva from Riverside, Rhode Island. Will this honeymoon of a spectator drag continue for the newlyweds? Rat Robs has already moved on. Christine Purse looking to punch her ticket to paradise. Green flag down into 1. The Red Dragon jumps out to the advantage. Off turn 2. Christine Purse smooth sailing down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves. Christine Purse continuing on. Here's the real question, Kevin. Do we
The Subaru's going to win.
Do we see the newlyweds match up here at some point? Well, that would be storybook here today.
It's possible.
Johnny Turbo out there against Jeff Daniels, the matchup of the Subarus. Jeff Daniels with the advantage. Into 3 and 4. Jeff Daniels comes off turn number 4. Checkered flag waves. Jeff Daniels going to move on over Johnny Turbo. Looks like Brandon Gerard having issues in the infield with his Audi. David Medeiros.
I think he lost his keys looking in the trunk for it.
And Chris Gomes going to be the matchup here. Green flag. Gomes with the advantage. Down into 1 and 2. Medeiros following in tow. Green flag coming to the checkered flag. Chris Gomes moving on. Couple of issues going on here. Mello, Perry at the stripe. Green flag in the air. Carlito Mello jumping out to the lead over Perry. Down into 1 and 2. Slam the door shut in 3 and 4. Leaves it open for Perry. Perry right to the nose. Not enough time. Carlito Mello advances on. back. Choosing the outside line. Bradstreet on the inside. Display the green. Green flag out, wicket back. And Bradstreet gets the advantage. Down the backstretch. Still Bradstreet leading away. Wicket back, working his way back. Gets a little loose over in 3. Checkered flag waves. Still Bradstreet gonna move on. Aaron Lynch here. Gremlins filling the infield here during our spectator drags as we look on. Purse and Lynch at the stripe. Green flag in the air. Purse down low. Jumps to the advantage. Lynch. Purse working down into turn 3 and 4. Checkered flag waves. Christine Purse will continue on. And we just may see Jeff Daniels out there now, matching up against Chris Gomes. Daniels with the advantage. Here comes Gomes. Daniels with a head of steam into 3 and 4. Off turn 4, Jeff Daniels gonna move on. If Rad Robs wants to continue this storybook wedding day, matching up against his wife, he's going to have to knock off the 2024 East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drag Champion. Let's give it up. Will the groom move on? Will Carlito Mello dash his coach? Green flag into 1. Rad Robs with the advantage. Carlito Mello tips his cap. Rad Rob moves on.
Boy, he's running today like he's trying to get away from his wife with a frying pan.
Christine Purse. Purse gonna choose the high line. Bradstreet down low. At the stripe.
And this is the final 4. The winner of this one goes into the finale.
Correct. Here we go. Green flag down into 1. Bradstreet gets a great jump. Battle back down the backstretch. Bradstreet into 3 and 4. Off of 4. Checkered flag. Bradstreet moving on.
So Bill will be in the finale. Who's going to be whip up?
Well, quite possible we have a race between the newlyweds for 3rd place. Green flag in the air. Daniels gets the jump. Down into 1 and 2. Rad Rob. Away, Rad Rob to the head speed into 3 and 4. Checks up. Daniels comes off 4. Checkered flag.
that means?
We get to see the newlyweds
Go at it.
go. The first of many battles in their marriage.
Yeah, not all of them are going to be as fun as this one.
The battle for third place. Now, as a new husband, I'm sure he's thinking, my wife is always right.
Yeah, right.
So maybe Christine Purse will get third place here? We shall see. What a storybook here in our East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. Husband versus wife. And of course, she gets to choose. She'll choose the low line. Her husband gonna take the high line here.
They'll be doing that a lot.
Green flag in the air, here we go. Newlyweds battle for third place. Way, Christine Purse into 3 and 4, slams the door. Her husband with a crossover move to the stripe. How about it? The bride gonna take home third place. Take home fourth.
But you know, he was thinking that couch isn't really that comfortable.
If Daniels finds a way, we have a rubber match. Daniels looking to even it up. Green flag in the air. Daniels gets the advantage. Here comes the working down into turn 3. Bradstreet with the lead now. He's going to slam the door shut on Daniels. Comes off more. Checkered flag. Gil Bradstreet corrected.
Gil Bradstreet back in victory lane for the East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags.
Towing and Recovery Spectator Drags. Gil Bradstreet collecting the trophy. How about that one today, Gil? Brought it home with a win. How's it feel?
Feels great. Definitely didn't expect that. A lot of great people, a lot of great cars, a lot of great competition out there. I'm glad it came down to me and Jeff, longtime nemesis. I'd like to thank Gary Viller and family, Spar Racing, for letting me run this car. Thing's an absolute beast, as you can tell.
Very good. First win in 2025, if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations. We make our way over to Jeff Daniels. Jeff, what more did you need to try to even that one up and get a win?
Gil is one of the toughest guys out here. I love racing him because he pushes me like more than like a lot of these guys, but everyone out here is really good. But Gil is amazing. Like that's just, you just need the experience to go against a guy like that.
Anybody you want to thank?
Thank my parents, my girlfriend, for always bringing me out here, always supporting me, stuff like that. And also, I lost my dog a week ago today, so I brought his collar out with me today. In the car with me today, so I hope that helps me out today.
Absolutely. Congratulations on a second place finish. And how about this fairy tale? With the bride, give it up. You know what they say, the wife is always right, and you were
feel?
It feels awesome, but he's always right beside me anyways, even though I did just beat him a little bit.
Anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank everybody here today, my friends and family, all my racers, and of course my husband, and all of you guys, this whole track, workers, Kevin, David. This day, I couldn't be happier.
Beautiful day for the bride. Give it up. Christine Purse brings it home third. Jeff Daniels in second. And Gil Bradstreet is your East Coast Towing and Recovery Spectator Drag winner today.
Right? There he is. That's the best trailer.
Oh, no, I love that one better.
I told you can bring it, but next time. I told you.
That is awesome.
No, that's...
I didn't think you need to have.
We are back in action.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Nate Williams, ready for some action?
A little bit.
Little bit.
I got a nice suspension now.
Yeah, you looking good on the coils.
Yeah.
A little lowered.
See if I can just keep it full throttle while I turn.
Absolutely.
Avoid the wall when it jumps out at me, you know?
That's it. And you got a used turbo on it. You tried to upgrade and it downgraded a bit.
Failed.
Was that an eBay turbo?
It wasn't.
No?
It wasn't. No, it's a FP Blue. So it should be around 450 to the wheels, but now I think I'm around like 280. Something's going on.
No boy.
But
well, you're gonna use all that 280.
I'm gonna use all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
And look at this beautiful woman.
Hello.
What is today?
Today's my wedding day.
At the racetrack.
Rob's, Robert Gingras. So in about 40 minutes, I'll be Christine, the Red Dragon Gingras.
Yeah, you will. Let's go.
Yes.
We love you guys. Huge congrats.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Got to make these tracks stay alive any way we can.
Right? No better place to do it than your favorite place.
What else should I do on a race day? Get married. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got the Wedding Crashers trailer.
Yes, I'm so excited to see that. Definitely made the day even all that more special.
Right? Oh,
Definitely,
man.
whether you're a spectator racer, enduros, other racers, we're all in it to win it.
Absolute. And huge congrats to you guys.
That's when he had the 2020 Mustang.
Oh yeah. Sounds good. Huh?
Yeah.
Up until the tag.
What's up, yo? I like your shirt. I was filming your shirt.
It's fairly popular.
All right. How are we feeling?
We're feeling pretty good.
I'm good with this, and it's gonna cool off a little by 5 probably. Maybe not
100%.
like a whole lot, but
Right, not a whole lot, but just a little bit.
Hey, every couple degrees, I just
So you coming to the wedding?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I don't have to go too far for it. Woo, Carlito is back.
Back at it.
How are we feeling?
Good. I'm excited to get out there, made a little change.
Oh,
We're being summoned.
we're being summoned.
That's me.
Going, hopefully the top 10 are a little stirred up, so we'll be having some good matchups first round, you know?
Yeah, let's see how we do.
Yes, sir.
Rob, get in here.
Christine and Rob have asked everyone that's here today to join them on the track. What I'd like to do is have everybody get their cars out into the infield once they race each other.
Rob loses already.
Once they race each other, then they're gonna kick into the actual wedding I do's and I don'ts. and your cars, and we're gonna have you guided out onto the track.
You guys flew in a helicopter for this?
Whoa!
Y'all are balling.
So,
if you stay positive and you put your, heart into your dreams and you chase them, anything's possible. You just got to stay driven.
Here with Matt, man.
C28.
Getting ready to hit the track.
Yeah, we're gonna hit up for the Midsummer Thrill Show, and we actually have a special treat for you guys. So hopefully you stay tuned, because this you're not gonna expect. And right there, we might have a special treat.
The Red Dragon. Johnny Turbo is back.
TBERG Media.
Yes, sir. How are we feeling?
We're doing good, guys. How's it going? We're super excited for today. I've never seen before a wedding at a spectator drag. Maybe there has been, but I'm gonna assume
I think this is
probably the first.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, gotta say congratulations to Christine and Rob. Many positive and happy years, I'm sure, ahead of you guys. And I mean, many more days at the track and many more arguments at home, but I mean, it's gonna be great. And on top of that, we get to do racing afterwards. Super stoked. Been out for a while, and I've just been jonesing to get back to track. Was itching the whole drive down. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, sure, it's not like maybe a sanctioned 30 races a year, this whole thing, but I mean, bringing your own car down here that's fully licensed and insured is insane. So if you got a car to come down and hang out. If you ever see TBERG Media, I mean, bow to the legend.
Oh, come on. Spectator Drags USA over here.
I know. I mean,
let's go.
Hey, we all got to do a little bit just to, make the scene a little bit cooler. But look at the turnout today. There's probably 50 so cars right here. I mean,
yes,
I'm
sir.
not really sure many tracks you even get this many tracks.
Right. This is the best in the world.
I would say
best in the world. Oh yeah.
I've never seen a spot on film that's had more weekly turnouts. I mean, there's some good cars and you see them, but then it's like over in like there's 10 races, 5-10 cars, and
right. And the most consistent for the series, having a whole series for it too.
Yeah,
man.
The whole series. I mean, and almost all these dudes are killers out here. So like, you're never gonna come here. I mean, listen, you might come in, you get the round 1 win, that's cool and everything, but you gotta
round
expect,
2.
you gotta assume a little bit. I mean, you're going up against a bunch of killers here, so like.
But that's where they came in with the top 10 rule this year, where the top 10 in points have to race each other. So now, with that being said,
I like that.
if you're top 10 in points, you may have to race the top competitor right out of the gate.
A little bit fair, but a little bit tough because
yeah.
Is it still a number pull? You just pull a number out of a hat? Or?
So the top 10 they pair up for you. Everyone else pulls a number.
So you don't even have.
So the first 10 are predetermined through the track.
Yeah.
But that also alleviates 5 of the killers right out the gate. So now you open up the door for some of the less competitive, newer competitors to come out and advance.
That's true. I can dig it. I can dig it.
How's Matt Man feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I mean, I woke up today, every day I come to race, I usually wake up and I have some kind of like feeling on how the day's gonna go. And I feel like today's gonna be a good one, but anything can happen. It's Spectator Drags. You got one lap to seal the deal, and if you don't get it done, you're going home. And you can think about it until the next event.
I just finally threw on a decent set of tires, like first time ever.
Nice.
Got some Michelin Power Sport 4s or whatever. I'm gonna get more than one race, but it could be a first round.
Everyone's favorite Outback.
That's it, man. Just
back in
a
action.
Little, chill. Little intercooler ice.
Nice.
Because it gets pretty hot out here.
Right? It's a hot one today.
Yeah, it's always hot out here. It's like always like 90 in the track.
Yeah.
So trying to keep this thing cool, keep it alive.
Absolute. How are we feeling today?
Good. I mean, I'm glad to have the Outback, back out here since I missed kind of half the season with this car, putting the engine back together again.
Right.
But that's kind of like the Subaru thing is to have to rebuild the engine on a regular basis.
100%.
But it's super fun to be out here, so I made sure I got it back together so I could come out and come
Put on a good show for the crowd,
Absolutely.
man.
I love coming out here, so it's
awesome.
a good time.
Well, great to see you back.
Thank you.
How are we feeling over here? Yes, sir.
Now it's on about 6.
I got no excuses if I lose.
Right.
It's running okay.
Nice. Well, have a blast out there, man.
Will do.
And let her rip. That's it. Mr. John Fielding. Fielding is back, man. No more Monte Carlo.
No, I sold it.
You sold it?
I get bored fast.
Oh, man. It's like it was too slow.
Yeah.
Man, how we feeling today?
Good. Car feels perfect, so let's see what happens.
You ready to follow up that win?
I hope so. That's the plan. That's always the plan.
All right, it's always a plan. Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, have fun out there.
Thanks, man. Brother.
Hey, rest in peace. R.I.P. How we feeling?
This time. I didn't do it this time.
How we feeling today there, guy?
We are feeling good.
All right. Nice hair you got.
Not so much.
And is this Mr. Chris Gomes?
It is.
Could be.
Are you racing today?
No, I'm just here
Could
for
be.
the wedding.
Oh. Wow.
We heard there's a wedding.
Awesome, man.
Free food was a wedding. I think we might be eating shit.
Oh.
What did you pick on that?
Oh boy.
I picked nothing.
I might have to go film this.
Enough to compromise when needed, to fight for, to be there, no matter what. As Rob and Christine continue to grow together, they will learn more of the nuances of each other. They will create their own language with each other. And how there's a long way to full fun and sad to destroy. A perfect union of two souls with one goal. Rob, do you take Christine to be a lovely young wife, to love, honor, and cherish, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health, as long as you both share that? Christine, do you take Rob to be a lovely young husband, to love, honor, and cherish, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, both for as long as you want to tell it.
Woo! Oh yeah.